Okay, she got it on. All right. So let's get on to the next one. I'm going to do hand number 5.
Linda, can you reshare your screen, please?
I will share it as soon as BridgeBase comes back on. It went off. You'd have to wait 1 moment. It says the internet connection is very soft, and I'm trying to get everything back online. Sorry, we got to do hand number 5. Really, I'm sorry what's happening tonight. This happened. These things happen. The technology, what can we do? The weather's good. I don't know what the problem is. I never have a problem. I even changed my internet connection. All right, let me get on hand number 5. I had to start BridgeBase again. Right, I won't be long.
Linda, another question for you on the Qubit. If you're only using this when you have a game going hand, what's the advantage of the Qubit over 3 clubs?
The advantage of the Qubit over 3 clubs.
Right. So 2 spades, 3 spades. I'm basically telling my partner I guess it's a direct statement. I have 4 hearts.
It's direct statement.
Yeah. Yeah.
The double of 2 clubs is stamen. The double of 2 clubs is stamen.
Right.
But any other bid, 2 diamonds, 3 diamonds is stamen. 2 hearts, 3 hearts is stamen. 2 spades, 3 spades is stamen. So that is always stamen. Now I'm sharing the screen with you on hand number 5. Hand number 5 is up, and we can look at it. I know you don't have to look at me, but here it is. And we're going to share the screen here. And North is going to open the bidding 1 no trump, and you are allowed an unstopped doubleton. You have no other rebid but to open 1 no trump on this hand, everybody. I see a lot of people opening a club because they don't have a diamond stopper. A diamond stopper is not your requirement. Your main requirement is the shape, a 4-4-3-2, and a descriptive bid of 15 to 17. So you should not even look at doubletons. That is not what's really interesting. What we've got to do is get across our no trump point count. And now partner's going to stamen. We have 10 high card points in a doubleton. We have 2 4-card majors. So we're going to bid 2 clubs. Pass. And partner's going to bid 2 spades. And now you've got 10 high card in a doubleton. And having 10 high card points in a doubleton, you will bid 4 spades. That will give you 11 points because you've got a doubleton is 1 point for dummy points. So adding 11 to 15 is 26, and you bid 4 spades. The contract is 4 spades, everybody. Now, looking at this hand, you're going to get the lead of the Queen of Diamonds. Can you see it? Dummy has the king. They are not leading away from an ace. It is a rule of mine and a rule for anybody that plays bridge. You should never, ever cover the king if you cannot promote a trick in your hand. One day, West has a singleton ace, maybe a doubleton ace. So covering is redundant. You're not going to get anything from covering. Now we're looking at the following losers. We've got 2 diamond losers. We've got no club losers. We've got no heart losers. Everything depends on where the ace of spades is located. We have a very anemic spade-looking suit. We're missing the ace and we're missing the jack. Our only hope is we pray that the ace is under the king and the queen. So watch how we play the hand. You must learn to play towards your honors. Right? And now they're going to play another diamond and you're going to trump it. Doesn't help you to discard because you've got no losers. Now, don't be scared of ugly trumps, everybody. we need to get to the dummy. Why? Because we need to learn that when we are missing high cards, an ace, we want to play towards our honors. Never put down honors. If you put down the king, you're done. You've lost 2 trumps. You want to play towards your honor. So you play the 2 of hearts to the ace. That's your taxi to dummy. Now, don't be scared of ugly trumps. You play the 2 of spades, second hand low, and now you pray. The ace is not over the king, but under the king. And then when they don't take it, you breathe a sigh of relief. Oh my gosh. Now we got to play another one towards the queen. So our second taxi will be the king of hearts. Very important to play towards your honors. Never put down honors, you play towards them. Now play another spade towards the queen. Well, if they put up the ace, it's fine. No problem. Now the queen will draw the jack. And once the queen's going to draw the jack, what are they going to come back? Another heart or a club? Maybe they'll come back a club. They don't know the club situation. They don't see that ace, king, queen of clubs. And now you play the little queen of spades, and there you are, you're making the hand with no problem whatsoever. As long as we learn to play towards our honors, everybody, and the rest is ours. Any questions on this hand? I never want you to be scared of ugly trumps. Never. Okay? Any questions?
I have no questions, but I see the reason I didn't make 4 spades is I didn't play towards the king and queen of
Exactly.
spades.
And I've given this hand to hundreds of students of mine. They all put down the king of spades.
Well, that's a mistake I made. I grant you that. You did it. That's terrific how to do it your way.
You got to play towards your honors and pray that the ace is under the king and not over the king. And you need taxis to that dummy. And the 2 taxis we have are the ace, king of hearts.
Right.
And you can never go down. So I never stop training everyone to please play towards your honors. Never put down honors. Never put down honors. Play towards them. So now we're going to go into the export of the next one, which is going to be hand number 8. Are there any questions on the other hand? That was a pretty easy stamen hand. I don't think it was difficult. It was straight stamen, right? All right. Let's talk about interference over 1 no trump and enough for game. West has enough points to open 1 no trump. And a lot of people play conventions over 1 no trump, especially holding 2 suits and a singleton. This is a bidder's game. DONT stands for disturb opponent's no trump. So when you have 2 suits, there are conventions that bid 2 spades, and spade says I have this suit and an unspecified minor. We don't know what minor it is. But you, the respondent to the no trumper, have enough for game, and you don't have a spade stopper. So how do we force to game? Well, we can't cube it because we don't have 4 hearts. If we had 4 hearts, we would bid 3 spades. That would be stamen. So we bid naturally, 3 clubs. A new suit at the 3 level is forcing to game, cannot be passed. And partner with the spade stopper is going to bid 3 no trump. Any questions on the bidding? Remember, a new suit at the 3 levels, 100% forcing. Any questions? It's not stamen. Stamen is the cubit of the overcalled suit. And And if they didn't bid 2 spades, what would we have done in the east hand? Very simple. You add 2 hands together and you don't even mention the club suit. You don't want to tell people anything about your hand. You know there's a game. So it would go 1 no trump pass, 3 no trump. No transfers. Never tell people what you have in your hand. Never give them a scenic tour about your hand. Never. Okay? And that's what we would do if they never came in with 2 spades. And they're going to leave the 5 of spades. Are there any questions on the bidding?
Well, yeah, here's my question. And that is, I see you add the point count up and you say, all right, 3 no trump. But when you're sitting on east, how do you know that your partner's got stoppers in all the suits?
Because 99% of the time, when you've got values in 2 suits, your partner's got to have values in the other suits to have opened 1 no trump. You can't give your partner the king of hearts and the king of clubs. That only adds up to 6 points, sir. And he's got 15 to 17. So the rest of the points have to be in spades and diamonds. That's how you know. If you take the king of hearts and the king of clubs, he can't have only 6 points. Where can his points be to open 1 no trump? They've got to be in diamonds and spades. You never have to worry. It works very well indeed, sir. Okay? You just say it's going to work. That's it. It has to work. Does that make sense to you? Partner can't open with 6 points. So where are his points?
Of course it makes sense.
Yes, so we don't have to worry about it. Just don't worry about it. The quicker you get there, the better, and never give people a scenic tour about your hand. Do you know how many of my students transfer into clubs? And then they bid 3 no trump? Then I say to them, well, what is the purpose of bidding a transfer and then bidding no trump? What happened was yesterday, the opponents had 5 clubs to the jack, and they transferred, and now they never led a club because of this transfer that was not worth anything. But if they had just gone 3 no trump, they would have led a club and you would have made a million tricks. So why tell people what you have? Just know that the one who knows goes. And that's it. Don't tell people anything about your hand. Just bid it, okay? 3rd hand high, and you're going to win the king or you're not going to win the king. That is the point of this whole hand. Well, you mustn't be so quick to grab your tricks, everybody. Before we play, we have to think very carefully. In the heart suit, we've got 3 heart tricks. In the diamonds, we've got 2 diamond tricks. That's 5. We have a club is 6 and the spade is 7. Where are we going to get extra tricks from? The long club suit. Now, where is the finesse? If the finesse is into the right hand and it doesn't work, they're going to take a spade and swallow up my king, and it's the end of the hand. I'm never going to make no trump. If the finesse was into the north hand, you can take the king because you'll still have the queen to protect the suit. So looking at the 2 cards together, the overcalled a spade, that's 5. You've got 3 spades in your hand, that's 8. Dummy's got 3 spades, that's 11. How many spades has South got? 2. So give them this trick, everybody. Give it to them. Now when they come another spade, the south hand has got no more. And even if they knock out the spade, it doesn't matter. You know why? Because the finesse is into the right hand, which has no more spades. Now we've got to build up extra tricks. We keep our winners. Our winners are 3 hearts. Our winners are 2 diamonds. We made 1 spade trick. All our tricks are going to come from the club suit. So we don't know who's got the king. We play the jack of clubs, the high card from the short side first. If North's got the king, they're never making it. And you're going to take a finesse. They can duck it. And you'll play the 10 of clubs. And then you'll get the true picture. Why did they duck it? Well, they like to fool you. Now they're definitely going to take that trick. Now they can never get back to their partner because we held up that spade trick. Holding up that spade is severing communication between North and South. If North's got a 5-card suit, South's only got 2. If North's got a 4-card suit, it doesn't matter. You can't be beaten. It's when they've got 5 that you can be defeated. And now you can't lose the rest of the hand because you're not going to worry about you've got your 2 diamonds, you've got your 3 clubs, and you've got your 3 hearts, and the rest is yours. And now you make the rest of the hand. Whatever they come back, you're going to win the ace of diamonds. And you're going to look at dummy, and you're going to say, dummy is high. I'll play my clubs. And the rest is mine. I don't have a problem. And you'll run the queen of clubs. And now they're never getting in with those spades. And the 9 of clubs. And they're never getting in with those spades. And the rest is yours. You've got 3 hearts and the best diamond. And you're making this wonderful contract with an over trick. So you're not only making 9, you're making 10. How's that? Hold up play. Think before you take the first trick, everybody. Are there any questions on this hand? Any questions on this hand? Now, we don't know. If they hadn't overcalled a spade, we wouldn't know if it was 5 or 4. But because the finesse is into the right hand, we've got to take out insurance. We cannot let them swallow up our spades. We must duck the first spade. We must give them the first spade. If the finesse was the other way, I would take the first spade. Now, if North gets in, they can't touch my spade. Any questions? None? Oh dear. Okay, everybody seems to be pretty happy here. Huh? No, I'm looking at the chat if there's any questions here. Right. You don't promise stoppers in all the suits, that's for sure. Never. You never promise stoppers in all the suits. Okay? Right. So we're going to get on to the next hand, hand number 10. And you'll let me know after that other hands we can talk about. All right, let's look at the shape, everybody. We have a 5, 3, 3, 2 shape. Many of you are so ingrained that the minute you see a 5-card major, you open a heart. You don't even think about your next bid. And that is why we should never open a suit without thinking, what if my partner bid this? What if my partner bid that? What is my next bid going to be? So if we add up the high card points on hand number 10, we've got 15 high card with 1 for the 5th heart is 16. If we open a heart and they bid 1 no trump, which is 6 to a bad 10, we can't bid 2 no trump because 2 no trump is 18, 19, and we could miss a game if partner had 10 points. And if partner had 9 points, we could miss a game. So it's very important to think no trump, everyone. This is a no trump hand. And if they bid a spade and you rebid 1 no trump, that shows 12 to 14. And you've got 15 in a 5-card suit. So you'd be lying about your hand. So therefore, anytime you have a 5, 3, 3, 2 shape, I want you to think no trump, everyone. Very, very important. Do not just blindly open a heart because you have a 5-card suit. So we're going to open 1 heart. And having 1 heart, they're going to pass at this stage. They've got 11 high card. Oh, no, they've got a good hand. I think they might bid. They might bid. Let's have a look. Are they going to bid over this hand? I think they may bid on this hand. They may bid and they may not. Oh, you open.
Linda, Linda, I thought you said they should bid one no trump.
I did. One no trump without a dot. One no trump.
Yeah, that's a
they
lot
talk-
better. I was completely confused.
I know, it's one no trump for sure. One no trump has got to be the bid. Not one heart, but one no trump. You're never opening a heart, never. And now this hand's got enough for game. 6 and 2 is 8 and 1 is 9 and a 5-card suit. That's 10. Now I want you to look at the stuffing in the club suit. Look at the queen, look at the jack, look at the 10, look at the 8. That is a source of tricks. So we know we have enough for a game. You have 9 high card points, but look at that source of tricks in clubs. We need to stamen on this hand. 2 clubs, stamen. Have to stamen. We've got a 4-card heart suit. Pass, and you're going to bid 2 hearts. Partner thinks you've got a 4-card heart suit, and it's going to go pass. And now with your singleton, you're going to bid 4 hearts. Now you're definitely going to bid 4 hearts because your singleton spades were 3 dummy points. So you've got 9 high card, and the length falls away, and we count for dummy point shortage. So that spade is worth 3 extra points to you because you're going to be the dummy points. And now they've got to find a lead. Well, we don't need aces from spaces. Remember, aces have to capture faces. So the only thing we could lead is the queen of diamonds. We're not leading aces from spaces, everybody. You must have the king to lead the ace. Aces are meant to capture kings. Now let's look at the losers. We've got a lot of losers here. We have the ace of hearts, that's 1. We have the ace of spades, that's 2. We have a diamond loser, that's 3. And we have a club loser, is 4. 4 losers and we're in 4 hearts. We cannot afford to lose 4 tricks. Where are we going to get extra tricks from? Look at the spade suit, everybody. When there's a singleton opposite the king and the queen, if the ace takes the king, your queen will give you a discard for a diamond. But where do we win the first trick? That's the point in question because we have no entries to the east hand. There's no second hand low by declarer. I want everyone to know that. It's only by defenders. Where do we win the first trick? If you win the first trick in your hand, you're never going to make the hand because you cannot get back to your hand. Your only taxi for that queen of spades is the king of diamonds. So we're going to win the ace of diamonds. And now we don't just draw the children off the street. Timing is everything in this game. You're now going to utilize that little spade and play towards your honor. If the ace is in north, you get 2 discards. But if the ace is in south, you get 1 discard. And we only need 1 discard. So you're going to play the 10. You want to split your honors. And they're going to put up the king. And they're going to win the ace. And now they're going to come back the jack of diamonds. And your entry is that lovely little king of diamonds, your taxi for that spade.
Yeah, I have to do
You
that.
take that queen of spades before you draw trumps and get rid of your diamond now, right now, everybody. And now you can draw trumps. Now, I've given this hand to many students, and let me tell you what they did. They all went on the club suit. Nobody touched the spade suit. They thought, oh, well, we've got 7 clubs between us. But if you've got 7 clubs between you, how do you want the clubs to divide? 3 and 3. That's only 32%. That's not going to help you win this contract. It is a foregone conclusion that the spade is a definite winner, but the clubs will not work. And if you start on the clubs, you're going to go down. Now you can draw the children off the streets. Now it doesn't matter because they can never beat you. You got rid of your diamond loser, which is wonderful. And now what are they going to come back? Well, what you don't see in dummy, you don't play. If you don't see diamonds, you don't play diamonds. So your only hope is the ace of clubs or a trump back. Now you just have to draw one more trump and the rest is yours. And you make the rest of the hand. And you've lost 3 tricks. Are there any questions, everybody? Remember, second hand low does not apply to declarer. We need entries, entries, entries. And our only entry with an aceless hand is that king of diamonds. So please, if you win the king of diamonds, the first trick, you're never going to make the hand because you can't get back for your queen of spades. Any questions? I'm looking at anything that's right in there.
You got the hearts to get back.
Okay. Right. Any questions, everyone? Are there any other hands you'd like to talk about? I'm sorry about the delay. It was beyond my control. I'm back on the internet, so I'm very happy, but I don't know what happened. How about some other hands tonight? Are there any others you'd like to talk about?
Yeah,
Please
go.
Which one?
Linda, I'm interested in hand 12. I didn't
Hand
get, you
12.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm
That
not,
may help everybody. Pass by west. Pass by north. 1 heart by east. Now, the situation is as follows. When you have the heart suit and you don't have clubs and you've got a 5-card spade suit, which isn't the best at all, but the left hand passed. I would never overcall a spade in this hand if the left hand hadn't passed because it's not a great spade suit. But once the left hand has passed, I would like to show my partner a 5-card major. It really breaks my rule of suit quality, but I really want to do something. Sometimes they open light on my right. I will bid a spade. I don't always bid a spade on this hand. If my left hand hadn't passed, I'm not bidding at all, everyone. I'm passing. And now my partner is going to look at this hand and is looking at 4 trump tricks with me. That's 9. And looking at the ace, king, jack of clubs, you need 2 defensive tricks. I can't say that the king of clubs is defense. So it's entirely up to North whether they want to bid 2 spades or 3 spades. I play that 3 is weak with 4 trumps. But if you want to bid 2, that's up to you. So we could bid 2 spades. And now what is this hand going to do? We're not going to sit back and pass. We've got to do something. Well, we don't. We've got ace, king of spades. We've got a 6-card suit, and you're not vulnerable. So I don't think you want to pass this hand. I could double, but if my partner bids clubs, I'll bid hearts again. And that's what I would do. So my other choice is to double first. I'm not mad about it, but I would double. Partner, let's do something. We're not leaving them there. Let's do something. It's going to go pass. And partner's going to bid 3 clubs. And you don't like clubs. So you're now going to bid. North might bid 3 spades on the law. You're going to bid 3 hearts. I don't like clubs. And now it's up to North whether North wants to bid 3 spades or not. According to the law of total tricks, if you have 9 trumps between you, you should compete to the 3 level. You should compete to the 3 level. But you are vulnerable. And you've got to be very careful when you're vulnerable as to whether you want to put your neck on the line. So it's bidding 2 hearts is a gamble. Sure. You could bid 2 hearts over 2, but you'd have to bid 3 hearts. So I think the double would be better first. If they hadn't bid 2 spades, I would bid 2 hearts. Once they bid 2 spades, you have to go to the 3 level and bid 3 hearts. I think I prefer a double first because I've got a really good hand. And then bid 3 hearts to show that good hand. Now, this is entirely up to you. You're vulnerable, so I'm scared to go anymore because of the vulnerability. And that's what I would do. Looking at the hand, you're getting in with the ace of hearts. You're getting in with the key card. So what you want to do is find out and lead your singleton club. That is standard. I want to get a ruff. And they're going to put up the king. And they're going to win the ace. And now you've got to try and find your partner. And you don't know where to find your partner yet. So how are we going to find out where to find partner? You're going to play a little heart. And you're playing the 8. And you play the king. And now, this is what people like to tell their partners. A lot of people use trumps to give their partner a message. If you play high on the first trick, and then the 4, it says my entry's in spades. If you play the 4, and then the 7, my entry's in diamonds. They call that trump suit preference. You can get a lot of information by the size of the card that gets played on the second heart. When they come back a heart, and now they play the 7. Low, high. I like a lower suit. If you played the 7 first and then the 5, my entry's in the spade suit. If you play the low one and then the 7, my entry's in the diamond suit. And if you want to get that club rough, that's your only way you can give partner a signal. It's called a trump suit preference. And now you've got to know to do that. You've got to know to do that. So how are we going to do that? Well, you're going to play the king to tell partner you've got the queen. And you'll come back another one. And you'll take the ace. And now you're coming back a club to give partner that ruff. That's why you mustn't grab your ace of hearts so quickly, everybody. This is beautiful defense. And then you can now take your queen of diamonds. And they're never going to make anything at this stage. So that's called trump suit preference, everybody. If you want to tell partner a signal. High, low, my entry's in the higher suit. Low, high, my entry's in the lower suit. Are there any questions? Down 1. They're going to make it if you don't do that. They're going to make it for sure because you're not going to know which suit to play. Because partner supported you, you might lead a spade. And then they're going to make the hand.
So
How
Linda,
about... Any questions?
Linda, could you just briefly remind me of your rule about suit quality, the count in terms of top cards and number of cards?
Suit quality is very important in when you open weak 2s, when you overcall, when you preempt. You should add up the length of the suit, 5, plus not the points, but the number of honors. And if it adds up to 7, you can bid it at the 1 level. If it adds up to 8, you can bid it to the 2 level. That's why all my overcalls at the 2 level are 6 card suits and 2 honors. Now, this does not fall in line with suit quality at all. If you add up the spade suit, which is 5, the 10 is not an honor. And just the queen is 1, is 6. It doesn't allow you to bid at the 1 level. But because my left-hand opponent had passed, I break the rules. That's the only time I break the rules. If my left hand had not passed, you will never see me overcall a spade on a bad suit like this. I promise 2 honors. Suit quality. The length of the suit and the number of honors in the suit. And it's not the points in the suit. So 5 and 1 is 6, not good. 5 and 2 is 7, that's good enough. Does that help you?
Yeah,
It's
thanks. I didn't do the overcall, so
as an overcaller, sure.
yeah.
As a preemptor.
They
As a
ended up in one heart, and that was it.
What?
Yeah.
They left in one heart?
Yeah,
Wow. Okay.
yeah. That was the last one, and that was
Okay. Anything else? Tell me more. I've got lots to tell you. If you just ask me anything you like. Some of these hands are very interesting. What else would you like to hear? Because we lost a little bit of time. And if I can help you, I would. Okay. Okay. Thank you for the holiday. There's still another one on Thursday. Responder opened one heart, promises 6 to 9. What if one heart opener had 19? You never jump if partner passes, because partner could have 0 to 5 points. So you should never be jumping. I want to go back to what this question reminds me of. Let me just reply to this question. When you open a suit and you've got 18, 19, and it goes pass, partner's got 0 to 5, and the opponent comes in the bidding, a 1-no trump by you guarantees 18, 19 because you take your partner to have 0 points. You never have to jump the bidding. Never. If you open a heart and that overcall is spade and it goes pass, 1-no trump, 18, 19, everybody. Never 12 to 14 and not 15, 17. So there's no jumping around in that situation. Okay?
Does that mean you have to have a balanced hand?
You got to have a no trump shape.
Okay.
You got to have a no trump shape. But that would help you. Okay? We have one more lesson on Thursday, and that is against no trump bidding, all about slam going hands. And that will be the last one for the year until we start next year, where you have lots of new stuff coming in. So that's what we have coming up the pipeline. Any other questions? None? Okay. Well, I hope to see you on Thursday before the holidays. And we're going to be doing slam going hands opposite 1-no trump. So I hope you had a good evening. And I'm sorry about what happened. It was beyond my control.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
Linda.
Linda.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you,
Bye.
Linda.
Bye.